What's up, everybody? Just hopping on here. Look at how cool Saturn looks. It's amazing tonight. Unreal. Just blessed with these skies. Get to share it with y'all. What's up, peoples in the chat room? What's up, Rockstar and Nancy and Ellie, Vision? Got AK John. Got C Smith. Got my man MMDC. Get myself a little bit of coffee and just hanging out here, waiting for the moon to rise. We got at least a good 30 minutes of Saturn at this seeing level, so it should be a blast. Just gonna find some random jams, something I haven't played before. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it goes in and out of focus, but man, like when it's clear, it's definitely up there. Seems like yesterday I was checking Stellarium, being like 8 months from now, Saturn and Jupiter will be rising in the east, and then I can see them with the 11. And now it's actually happening. It's kind of crazy. It's great to even like you can kind of see a bit of the shadow at the top right, kind of against the back of the rings. It's just nuts. Still got a few gusts of wind moving through. And the moon's got like this crazy yellow glow around it. What up, light moon? Nice Ellie Hood ice cream, love it. I made some nice coffee. I'm gonna go get a refresher real quick. Man, this track is all over the place. I'm gonna go for this one instead. I'll be back in a few, y'all. Let's chill and check out some space. It's exciting to get this kind of view of the moon too. Being awake at this cycle is always tough, you know, like with work and everything, but everything happens for a reason. What's up, Lady Gold? How you doing? misunderstood. I honestly read it as like your neighborhood ice cream, not like Hood brand. I don't think I've ever seen Hood brand either. That's pretty funny. It's like, oh, neighborhood ice cream, love it. Neighborhood ice cream parlor. I miss those. Getting that kind of. I've been trying this Jenny's lately. It's pretty good. Yo, what's good, Kenneth? Check out this shot of Saturn, my man. As expected, the clarity tonight is pretty great. I'm gonna sound a little sleepy, I know, but I got power. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Really good clarity on the middle band as well. And you can kind of see even below that. Definitely best shot this year. What's going on? Child? Visuals? Child? Oh, wait. Cichlid visuals. Not bad. Right? Just got the microphone on one side and then I have to look at the chat out of the corner of my left eye, so sometimes I screw it up. Yo, isn't it crazy, Ken? Just nuts. Like real nice color between the two rings as well. And I think that the tracking is actually pretty decent. It's keeping steady. Yeah, that's a cool word. I'll have to look that up. Kind of little fish, huh? That's cool. I'm all about it. I always try, like, difficult words are super fun. I don't know if you've seen the show before, but I go around using an atlas on the moon. Probably do it some tonight. And like some of the names on the moon are just so ridiculous. Like, not only catch myself laughing, but like really challenging myself to be able to decipher how to pronounce them. Let's bring the energy back. Time to, I think, probably switch over to the moon for a little bit. Alright, 3X in it on the moon. Hanging out right here, Plato crater, starting off on the zoom since we're switching off from Saturn. That was it for Saturn, I think, for Saturn for tonight. But pretty sweet views, if I may say so. Intense pareidolia alert. So right in the center of the screen you got this kind of crazy face profile looking left. Dead center is the eyeball and a little nose. Kind of square jaw. Look at this clarity. But then above the head there's almost this little crescent horn leading up to the kind of the darkened crater at the top. This is the Apennine mountain range. To the right, Sea of Serenity. To the left, Mare Imbrium. Love this feature. Valles Alpes. This kind of cut through of the mountain range, the Alpine mountain range. South of the Sea of the Frigid, Mare Frigoris. And then to the left of that, really big shot of Plato crater. Elongated with a broken wall. Call 444. Callaway. Calamari. What else could it be? This is excuse me, Montes Recti, I think, and then Mons Pico and Montes Tenerife. The names are so funny. North of sinus irritum, sinus infection. Come on, remote. What up, Michael Stark? So sinus irritum. Bay of Rainbows at a really cool angle, atypical. Right now I got the 3x Barlow in. It feels like the zoomed in shots are going to be crazy, so we'll have to find some smaller regions to zoom into. Let's check out Aristarchus, see what the detail is like tonight. Look at that. 2 nights in a row of amazing Aristarchus. Hell yeah. To the left, Herodotus, trailing into Schroeder's Valley, and then the whole area, the plateau. Sinus irritatus, exactly. With all the leaf blowing going on. Constant sinus irritatus. You can see a little bit of Schroeder's Valley, the kind of snaking, unidentifiable, unknown origin feature. It's such a great region to scope at different times and kind of see how it changes. It's at such an angle that you can't really make it out. You know, you have to be looking for it. And then the next few days it's going to rotate a bit more, and then you can see it really fully. And it'll be the most prominent feature in the whole plateau. But in any case, Aristarchus looking so cool. Again, seeing this really awesome rainbow fringing. I think that's a first. So moody. That's the kind of level you have to record it at to get Aristarchus not blown out. I'm doing all the filter stuff using Open Broadcast software, so it has a built-in filter system that you can use. And so the inversion is just moving the whole contrast slider all the way to the left, which is much easier than I thought. I don't know why I hadn't played with that particular setting before. I've been playing with contrast a lot and not really pushing it all the way to the left. It's so silly. It's like, where's the invert button? Of course, it was as simple as the contrast slider. Here, I'll quickly do an inversion of Aristarchus and then we'll move back. I think what I'm going to do is switch up to a slightly wider shot, just so we can get a sense of what the moon looks like tonight. What up, Asthmatic? How's it going? know, man. It has this, like, a whole set of sliders, but they're pretty basic. It doesn't have any curves or anything like that. And it has LUTs and chroma key, but they're like number inputs. I don't know, I feel like Open Broadcaster could have like a whole slew of plugins, or maybe I haven't discovered them, but yeah. The one that I'd like the most is actually getting like maybe a Cintiq tablet to be able to draw on OBS while I stream. That would be really cool. Yeah, so I inverted the contrast. The Aristarchus looks amazing inverted. I kind of pushed the brightness as well, so like when you push it the other way, it kind of brings out all the little filaments. Really looks like a neuron. It's crazy. Or a synapse. Let's look around some more. It really makes such a huge difference. It looks like you're looking at just a totally other object. Especially because the mares look like you're looking at water in a way your brain has associated the, like, Sea of Serenity and Sea of Tranquility. Even the names of them kind of give you associative disorder. And you think they're oceans. Looking at it like this, it feels like they're filled up. It's like more like clay or sand. It's kind of crazy. Maybe I'm just tripping. Yo, what's up, Fantasy Ecstasy? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, going late tonight. I was wondering if you'd stop by. Happy to have you. I think you missed Saturn though, but you'll have to go back and check the earlier part for some really pretty detailed and slick shots of Saturn, man. It's been a nice night. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, we've arrived on the moon and got this whole inversion thing going on with the contrast filter. And I'm pulling up my atlas right here just to make sure I'm providing correct nomenclature. The gnome. Yeah, last night Ken actually suggested inverting the shot, and I've done it before on like videos that I've actually produced, like post-processed and uploaded, but not live on stream. Or maybe I have, maybe when I was using like a different software, but on Open Broadcast I hadn't done it before. It just looks really awesome. Looking at Plato Crater and the Alpine Mountain Range. It makes it kind of look smaller in a way. Mare Frigoris. Maybe it feels like plaster or like those old maps. I don't know, whatever it is, it's just such an interesting feeling browsing it like this. It gives it a whole fresh look. Clavius, Tico, and it's sharp tonight, super duper sharp. Vision, I don't think I remember, to be honest. I think I have to jog my memory. Can I do the 5X? Yeah, I can definitely try that. I think there's enough light for sure. Michael Stark says, can I zoom into Aristillus? Let me see. Oh, right on. Aristillus is near Autolycus and Mare Imbrium. Got it. So I was just hanging out here at Clavius for a second and Tico. I'm gonna switch back to normal view for a moment. Alright. So I was messing around with some of the filters. It doesn't have everything. Those other, like the chroma key is crazy. I'll figure it out at some point. There must be some sort of plugin thing that I can use. But still, back to normal view here with a little bit of saturation. And we are here at Aristillus and Autolycus Archimedes. Let's zoom in. Focus it a tiny bit better. No, but no, that's it. It's pretty sharp. Let's do that. Alright, that's Aristillus, and the little area to the left of it is called Sinus Lunicus. The crater to the right of it, or rather, bottom right. I'm using the wrong mouse. Here we go. That's Autolycus. Leave us a Lycus. And you can see these two little nubby mountains. What are those called? That's Pyroclastic Rima Fresnel. Rime Fresnel. Fresnels. Autolycus, Aristillus, and let's take a look at Archimedes. A much different looking crater. All three of these are right within the boundaries of Mare Imbrium, to the left of Sea of Serenity. I'm using manual focus. Actually, I'm using just the focus on the telescope, so the camera doesn't have to focus at all. It's just a receiver. Just a receiver. Makes it a lot more, like I got a lot more control over the image that way. It would be a nightmare trying to focus the camera all the time. Awesome, so let's zoom out a little, get some wider shot. That's where we just were. Let's keep moving north and take a look at this region that I like. The Alpine mountain range, Montes Alpes, Valles Alpes, the cut through, and then Plato crater to the left of that. Whoa, windy, look at that. And then north of it is Mare Frigoris. So moving up on these two large craters, this is Aristoteles at the top, and then Eudoxus underneath it. And we'll look at a neat feature here that I haven't pointed out before. This is called Egide. I think it's Egide, but it's this almost unnoticeable little crater, or like rimmed formation. And so you got, if you follow the kind of C shape between the two craters I just pointed out, Aristoteles and Eudoxus. To the left of that, you'll see this little crater called Egede. And it's kind of almost like filled up, and it has very low walls. So that's an interesting feature. And then this kind of ringed semi-mountain range is, let's see if there's a name for it. Actually, it's kind of a raised plateau or a raised highland called Aristoteles D. So it's just a whole region. This is a close-up of Aristoteles. And then to the right of that, oh, this is our turtle, remember? To the right of that is Mitchell Crater. So the two side by side make up like a little turtle back and the head. A little darker tonight, I think. Let me increase some of this. Yeah, that's a bit better actually. Maybe too much. There we go. Just messing with the focus a little bit. Maybe it's better. Man, that is sharp. Whatever it is, like you can see the darkened part of the top of the... Oh my god. That's just crazy. It feels so ancient. It also feels like a tree trunk in a way. Like a truncated trunk. So we got Aristoteles, Mitchell, and then there's the little regions above that. Let me see, I'm just kind of zooming in here on the atlas. What does it say? Gale or Gale? Gaul, maybe? G-A-L-L-E. This region above it kind of stretched. Is that Gale? Is that Gale crater? Trying to match this up right now. That's what happens when you zoom in so close that you lose reference point. I gotta zoom out now. Exactly, turtle power, turtle power. Oh my god, George, it's so amazing to get these types of nights. This is what this whole thing was about when I first started. I was like, can you get these types of nights where it's this clear and just tour and do lunar geology from home? What an incredible possibility in this day and age. So, okay, let's see, I was looking at this area north of where we were looking. Sheepshanks, and there's Mayer and Kane. I want to say it right under the Terminator. And then as it goes just north, it's Nelson, Meton, Scoresby. I'm trying to think about which one to zoom in on. There's Goldschmidt crater right here in the center. Maybe that's the one, Barrow and Goldschmidt. So we got Goldschmidt on the left of the red marker and Barrow to the right. Let's zoom in there. Almost like a set of glasses with one lens shattered. So crazy. Crazy pareidolia. Yeah, so like I said, Goldschmidt here, this kind of brighter one, and to the right is Barrow. And there's a little region in between. Let me see if that has a name. No, Barrow A, Goldschmidt A, Barrow G. It's just like broken up regions. And then north of that, there's Scoresby. I want to say is right up around here. Or is that Meton? That could be Meton, actually. The larger kind of flat region. And then Scoresby is this this crater. Kind of like a football, half in shadow. Get a little bit lost, and then pull back down. Back to the glasses, okay. Goldschmidt, Barrow, and then to the left of Goldschmidt there is Anaxagoras. Looking a little bit different. Usually, I always notice that Anaxagoras almost like pops out on its own. Excuse me, but probably this phase it's like in this kind of interesting shadow. Almost looks like a little whale. Oh, I'm off by one. Okay, my bad. Let's try this again. Alright, so this is Anaxagoras. Right. Thank you. So this here, dead center. Yeah, that's why. Now I'm noticing it. So Anaxagoras also at an interesting angle anyway. Super elongated, casting kind of pointy shadow. And then to the right of Anaxagoras is Goldschmidt. And then to the right of that is Barrow. And then the broken glasses one just says C, which is probably, it's Meton. Meton C was, yeah, so Meton C, and then Barrow, and then Goldschmidt, and then Anaxagoras, the super bright crater. Corrected. Awesome. All right. And then let's see. We'll keep going. So Anaxagoras, and then to the top left of that, should be Mooches. Right around here. Mooches, and then I got Lori, Haber. I got, what else do I have over here? Sylvester. Haber, Lori. Alright, let's keep moving a little bit to slightly better relief areas. This is just kind of a wash right here. Well, let's check this one out real quick. Is that Pythagoras or Anaximander? Pythagoras seems to have something in the center. Maybe it's just too bright over here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's so crazy, that whole area we're traversing is just this tiny region. It's insane. Alright, so that is Anaximander, is the one that's directly... And that's Pythagoras. Babbage, Pythagoras. Let's see. I guess this would be Babbage. I think, or is that Pythagoras with the crater, like the central peak? I'm just talking to myself here, talking to y'all. What up, Z Proxy? Made it to another one. Awesome. Just doing this close-up, zoomed-in tour of the moon. All right, let's check out a different region. I'm kind of getting blinded by that whole kind of the brighter regions. Let's go south for a bit. Give some love to... Maybe let's dive into Copernicus, see what Copernicus is looking like on the inside. Yeah, pretty gnarly looking. Let me increase the contrast here. Yeah, it's still a bit on the washed out side, but not too bad. All right, let's take a look at Kepler real quick. What's going on, Kepler? We're a little bit far past Kepler. Come back. I was gonna try out the 5X actually. Let me do that. That'll be fun. What should we try the 5X on? Since we're here. The thriller music, yeah. That's sometimes the iTunes thing goes to a track that I did a long time ago when I was doing house tracks. Michael Stark says, do I produce all the tracks? Yes, I produce all the tracks. Some are better than others, or more produced than others, rather. That's hence the kind of volume discrepancies. So let's chill the vibe out a little bit. Got that 5X Barlow. It's kind of crazy. Like, it seems like a great idea at the time, but then you get on and you're just like, you see how much glass is in between the camera and the scope, kind of this thick glass, but it's amazing magnification. Close up on Aristarchus, getting slightly better detail, of course, than the 3X. It's kind of the worthwhile shot right here. The kind of brightness of Aristarchus makes it much easier because the greater the magnification, the less light you can bring in without pushing up the ISO. Let's take a look at Stellarium. Man, that looks awesome. This and kind of maybe on the 20% crescent when it's really at a steep angle, but this is really great. You get to see kind of the height of Stellarium. Even getting some color in the two variants within the bay and then to the right in Mare Imbrium. Nice, Michael Stark. I love vinyl. I have a little collection, but it's expensive to maintain. And I don't know, I have yet to buy an expensive record player. My last one kind of broke, so I'm in between purchases, and I know I should buy an expensive one. But I definitely love my vinyl. Actually, the 5X for this region is looking great. I mean, I guess I'm going to probably say that for all regions, but look at this. Plato, I guess, has enough relief. We got this whole Pico, Tenerife, Montes Recti region that I like so much. Chicken foot and the word to the left. Plato to the top. Hey, Ken and George. I appreciate all the info, you guys, but leave room for other people to comment. Sometimes it gets overwhelming with all the information coming in, and so other people feel like they can't throw in a word. But definitely appreciate y'all chiming in. Let me know if you guys want me to go to a particular spot. I'm just cruising right here, looking at what looks sharp. This region moving a little bit north of Sea of Serenity. It's like a Hershey bar. Man, so much fantasy incorporated into kind of browsing what is like really essentially doing geology in a way. Like space topological studies, but then at the same time having these mystical experiences with the planet, and then also having pareidolik and like metaphysical interactions, hallucinating imagery and patterns like that are probably there, but like what is this like Montes Recti thing saying? Kalamata, Pina Colada. Alright, let's get moving out this region. Sinus Iridum, let's head south. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to do anything. I'm just suggesting. I noticed earlier, like, there's a sea of information, but then, like, 10 people dropped out. I notice that sometimes when it gets a little too heady in terms of facts. It's so crazy close. I'm kind of feeling maybe I want to go a little bit wider in a second. Although this is fun, I kind of yearn for some sharpness. This is looking nice over here. Underwater. Also rolling on 3 a.m. I'm just a little bit tired, so let's hit up Clavius for a second here. It's looking awesome. Yeah, y'all have to forgive me. Just getting a bit tired up in here, no doubt. Still killer view hanging out here at Clavius. Yeah, please don't take any offense to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to... I never, have moderators or trying to police the chat room, but sometimes it does, like, I notice kind of energy shifts. And then it was just suggesting. So I hope that doesn't trigger anybody. Yeah, Michael, Got this inside next to a couple of windows, and I'm able to kind of shift it back and forth a little bit, you know, and get the correct angles for each kind of rise every night. It'd be really tough to kind of be outside and do all the different things, like play music and have all the microphone and guitar things set up and stream in 4K with all the capture cards. Like, it's barely held together by, like, you know, fairy dust and strings. Anyway, I literally trip on a wire every time I do a stream and break a remote, or like the amount of gear that I've broken just like from tripping on things and having it like snap or bend or like just shatter into bits in the middle of the darkness. It's a hilarious craft to be involved in. What up, Quentist? How you doing? Alright, before I completely fade, I'm gonna get some wide views for us. 5x has been nice, but it's gonna be magical looking when I zoom out. That so crazy sharp. So nuts. Wow. All right. So let's zoom into Tico from this angle, or at least this magnification. It's just so different. It's almost better like this, even though that was more magnification. This gives you a lot more context, and in the way your mind makes it sharper. It's also less glass. So this is the camera direct to the 11. So I got a couple of questions. Kenneth says, ever think of inviting someone on my stream? I gotta be honest, it's so much work for me to do the streams that I have to keep it really lightweight, and when I do it on my own it's just easier, and I don't have to like coordinate anything, and I don't have any feelings to manage. I don't have any feelings. Yeah, I don't have to deal with anything like that. I can just do it or not do it according, and then especially the weather, you know, it's really such a finicky thing. So there's that. The other thing is kind of being on Skype and messaging with the community. I think I mentioned it last night. It's one of those things that I just can't really maintain, and I don't want to be rude to anyone, so I just kind of avoid it altogether. And after a while, people notice that I'm just not on, and I've maintained that just because it's like it's much too hard with work and trying to do the stream and have a life to like maintain a full-on conspiracy world. Like I used to do it for a while, but it was just so much work. So I had to separate. Did I get the gear all together over time? I've been getting it over time. Started with the 8-inch scope and the Sony a6000, and then I've just been upgrading ever since, and I got a couple of smaller scopes in between, like refractor, and I got a 6-inch. So I have like the 6, 8, and actually somebody gifted me a 4. So I have the 4, 6, 8, 11 Celestron series. I gotta say they're all pretty great scopes. The mounts are something, you know, I gotta say that the CPC 11 fork mount is pretty stable, and the tracking is kind of awesome. The fork mount, the single arm mount on the 8 is not the best, but considering how lightweight it is and how easy it is to kind of set up, it's done some amazing work. You know, most of the like first 200 streams or so are on the 8-inch, or more, like actually. Conspiracy world, I mean YouTube. I mean all of YouTube land. Conspiracy culture has seeped into the mainstream now. Like it's now cool to talk about conspiracies in your movies and in movies. Commodification of everything. It's so crazy sharp tonight, yo. Nuts. Again, I'm just gonna tour a little bit, no particular region. What up, American Life Videos? Cool beans. You can't be made fun of for saying that. MGMT on DMT. Love it. Alright. So I just noticed something. Wait, where'd it go? This little reindeer devil type situation. Where is it? Ooh, this is a creepy one, y'all. Should I even point it out? I gotta point it out. It's creepy. So, right dead center of the screen, it's kind of like this smiling, like pointy rabbit demon. Stuff of nightmares, yeah. I don't know. Let me know if you see it. The arrows left and right of the frame are the camera zoom function arrows, so you can move the frame left and right. That moves the little reticle, the red thing. If you see the inset picture-in-picture bottom left, so the arrows move that. I gotta say, besides the little remote control being IR, so you have to keep it like pointed at the camera every time I make an action, like record or zoom out. The fact that this remote exists is like a big reason I do TakeBackSpace still. If I literally had to get up and or set up the camera every time with like star capture or something like that, it would be such a pain in the ass that I probably would stream less. Or at least I would have never done that many shows. This little remote control that allows me to like turn on and off video or like take it the whole time. It's a really difficult process, to be honest, but man, like, is it worth it? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Oh, so Michael Stark was asking me to go back down near Tycho crater. Let me know where is about. Back down here at Clavius. Center of the screen, there's Mauritius crater. Mauritius. And Curtius? Yeah, Mauritius Curtius. Mauritius is the one with the little center peak. I'm just looking up some of these little crater names. So many scattered. Almost looks like somebody cut and paste them. And here's major pareidolia for y'all. So like center of the screen, you got two eyeballs at the top, and then the chin at the bottom, and like this crazy like witch face looking to the left with the eyeballs and the bridge of the nose. I don't know, maybe that's just me seeing that professor head, like with the hair blown back and the long chin. Anyway, let's keep moving through. Back at Aristarchus for a second. I think I'm fading y'all. The view is amazing, but I'm toast. A few more minutes. Let's get some nice wide shots here. I'm gonna close it out. So I got to go to bed at some point. At some point. Look at this, amazing. Apennine mountain range looking sharp like a dragon tail. I'm obsessed with Aristarchus because, I mean, it was one of the first features I saw on the 8-inch scope. It was like, it's like, holy crap, this thing exists. So one of the first like crazy features I saw. And then the other thing is that I really think that it has a lot to offer. So I always highlight it. It's such a particular feature to have the plateau and then the crater on the exact corner. And then Schroeder's Valley is unbelievable. And the way it kind of is set like on its own, but also looks like it's sort of interconnected with Kepler and Copernicus. And then further than that, you have this kind of just all the different versions of it during phases. Sometimes you can see the valley, sometimes you can't. Like the waning crescent, 23% waning crescent-ish, is like such a cool shot. So yeah, a little obsessed with it, but not more so, I guess most so, but I really like Vallis Alpus. I love Sinus Iridum at different phases. Copernicus looks amazing all the time. I love this extended ray coming off of Tycho, and I especially love when Tycho Crater looks like this. This is probably one of the better phases to see it at. You kind of get that darkness, giving it a lot of relief. And then Clavius, of course. It's so interesting how large Clavius is and also very distinct, but then how it kind of just fades into the background in a shot like this. Michael Stark, I've got albums out, like 3 albums, but it's like, you know, I understand that people want to sometimes use the music, but I don't have it out like that. It's more for people to enjoy and listen to. Like if you want to have it on the background of like a video or something like that, you know, and credit the channel, that's nice, but I don't know. The thought of somebody putting the same music that I put on my channel behind other Moon videos just seems like counterintuitive to me. But I don't care either way. If you purchase the music, it's yours to do what you want with it. You know, I always look at it both ways because it's also flattering that anyone wants to use your music or listen to it at all. So yeah, check out the links in the description, and I'll be putting out a lot more music this year, I hope. Same thing with Bandcamp. There are some tracks there that are not released on the Spotify stuff. Alright, getting sleepy, but still, I get so stuck on this, getting this footage. It's so incredible. Alright, one level zoom. Get the full wideness and actually check if earth shine is showing, and then call it. Yo. Yeah, so we got a little bit of earth shine, y'all. The dark side of the moon, as they say. Pushed up that aperture and the ISO a bunch. You can see a star right next to the moon and a little bit of earth shine. Tomorrow it's going to be much better. Yeah, Michael Stark. Yeah, I don't know, like, I guess if you use like a track in a video, that's cool. I guess I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I think ALS, like David was asking if like he could play the music in the background while he streamed. I feel like that might be a little weird because it's like the same thing that I do, but like it's also flattering, so I don't know, do what you want to do, and I hope it works out. Let's see, American Life Videos says, basically at sea level, if I were in Colorado, would the image improve? So I think it, like, what I've heard is that it could possibly improve with darker skies, yes, but the fact that in the south we get kind of, I guess, a lot less rain and a lot less clouds is kind of is the trade-off. But yeah, probably in Colorado with this gear, probably get a I wouldn't say a different shot. I've never really done it up north. I know there's a lot of humidity in the air, so maybe drier air would be better. And then definitely being elevated above, you know, and darker, like this is urban light. So yes, of course, it would definitely be better. Hey Ellie, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me so late. I'm gonna call it, let this drift off. Super duper sharp tonight. Gosh, I mean, took full advantage of that though. We got some really nice shots of all sorts of areas. I was gonna say, I also dig Proclus. Proclus is definitely on my list. Yeah, definitely the humidity down here affects the vision. It's scary. Couldn't help myself. All right, 3:33 a.m. Oh my God, Gematria. Have a great day tomorrow. It's Friday, y'all. I might be on tomorrow, but I also might sleep. It's been a fun week of streaming. Keep taking back space. Keep being kind to everybody, and share the channel and with people who dig it. Stay good, my peeps. Biz, Ellie. American Life Video, thanks for hanging out with us. Kenneth, as always. Same thing with George. C. Smith as well. Michael Stark. There was Quentis earlier, and Z Proxano popped in. Light Moon. Asthmatic. Fantasy Ecstasy, take care, and all y'all. Imagine, cool. All right.